All right, let's cross over to the coast where in Mombasa, police and NEMA officials have been carrying out crackdowns on traders using plastic bags and companies believed to be contravening NEMA regulations.
Yes, and our very own Francis Mtalaki is with the NEMA Director General Geoffrey Wahungu with an update on that crackdown. Francis Mtalaki, to you.
Well, since for the last 100 days, the National Environmental Management Authority, NEMA, have been carrying out a crackdown with regard to an initiative that they began 100 days ago that has to do with the plastic ban, as well as companies that are contravening the various regulations under NEMA. And today, we expect a report to be issued out both by the chairman from NEMA and the Director General, Geoffrey Wahungu. And with me is the Director General. I want to bring him in so that we can digest more. Songa hapa karibu bwana DJ. And talk to us about this report. Maybe what are the findings?
Yes, Mtalaki. Indeed, we are on about 60 days of 100 days of rapid resource initiative, focusing on waste management, especially effluent discharge into the environment, wastewater, and also a bit of plastics enforcement as we do that. So far, the results are good because basically it's a matter of crackdown as well as awareness. You notice that as the government rolls out the Big Four initiative, which is industrialization, among them health and food security and all, most of these initiatives will come with a lot of pollution to the environment, or substantial amounts, and we want to be, the authority wants to be ahead in sensitizing people and making them aware that as we do production, as we expand our healthcare facilities for affordable healthcare, housing and all that, we need to be aware of the waste we are generating and how to manage and accommodate it within our investment as well as change of behavior. So far, out of the around 6 days that we've done, we have inspected quite a few facilities, over 1,500, and we have done about 300 arrests. We have closed about 100 facilities so far, and also entered into what is called compliance assistance programs with those who are struggling and willing to comply.
Of course, in your crackdown, the Mama Mboga and some of the businessmen and the hawkers specifically are saying that maybe you could go for these companies that are producing plastic. That is the only way that the plastics could end.
Yeah. However, you notice and appreciate that the Mama Mboga is the one who leads us to the manufacturers, because the manufacturers are quite cryptic. It's been 2 years since, and at the same time, at some stage we thought we have dealt with the manufacturers, and we still think so, because so far who we are getting are the distributors. In the last maybe 6 months we haven't gotten a manufacturer. They are distributors, and we believe and are confident that most of these plastics are coming from across borders. We are very optimistic and also excited that Tanzania joined us, and we are encouraging Uganda, because most of the cross-border movement of plastics or illegal plastic is coming from Uganda now, and I think we must request and encourage Mama Mbogas to go to alternatives because they are available, and for those we arrest to cooperate with us and show us who their distributors are, so that we can actually go to the root cause of this non-compliance.
And lastly, many of the pollution that, for example, here down at the coast, it ends up here in the coastal line. What are you doing to make sure that that has been curbed?
In the last 1 month, for those of us who have noticed, it has been in the papers all over that we have given notices to some of the largest, including public institutions, to upscale and also clean up the act with regard to effluent discharge. We are working also and encouraging and also putting sanctions on water authorities, particularly those authorities which are dealing with the water and sewerage, especially provision of sewerage services, and giving them notices and working with them so that we can put them in compliance assistance programs. And those who are not cooperating, you have seen in the papers also, we are arresting and arraigning them in court. And what we want mostly is to stop pollution into the environment. For those facilities which are not sewered, We expect them to come to us, test the standards of the effluent that they are discharging to the environment, and if it meets the standard, then we give them a certificate of compliance. For if it's factories, for example, and they are discharging effluent into the sewer line, they are supposed to pre-treat. So we are inspecting and making sure. And in the end, pollution from Nairobi ends up here in the ocean in Mombasa. So we take particular interest in Mombasa and the water quality of the coastal city, because also our country and the coast is a scarce, water scarce country.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, that was NEMA, the Director General, Mr. Geoffrey Wahungu, speaking to us. And that is what we have from Mombasa County. We expect a report from NEMA today. So that is what we're keeping an eye. Back to you, Zinzi.